Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. The name is Reverend Jacinta Cynthia Iweze, bringing you this wonderful news today about love, about perfect love precisely. What is love? Love is the union of two people who are co-joined together for either the reason of marriage or reason of relationship. Now, how do you perfect your love? Perfecting your love is number one, consummation. Let's talk about consummation. What is consummation? Consummation means having sex. Sex is an essential ingredient in a marriage. If a man is not having sex with his wife, then he should re-examine himself, because without sex in a marriage, two of you are just living as brother and sister, which is not supposed to be called love, or it's not supposed to be called a relationship or a marriage. So breaking it down, sex means if the man asks you for sex as a wife, let's talk about husband and wife now, before I go into relationship of maybe friends or just people who have just met one another. So, as a wife, are you meant to say no to your husband? No, you're meant to be ready, ever ready. Every time your husband asks you for sex, you should be able to give him the sex. How do you give him the sex? By being ever ready. Ever ready means one, your clothing must be ready to accept your husband. That means sleeping in the bed with clothing might even not be acceptable if you're the type who does not get aroused. Let me just break it down in a simple form. That means you're naked in bed every night to welcome your husband. Your husband, being the head of the home, has a right to ask you for sex even on a daily basis. Yes, it's a realistic way of talking about sex. Let's bring sex on a raw aspect, because sex is what is called consummation. I was approached by a particular couple for prayer because they have not consummated their marriage for 5 good years, and they have been living in the house together as partners and as husband and wife. And I told the husband, I said, this is wrong. If you're living with your wife and you are not asking your wife for sex, it's wrong on your part. Then he said to me, oh, she does not appeal to me. Oh, most of the time she's wearing a lot of things in bed. How can I? Sometimes I'm even finding it difficult to get in. One, me as a woman of God, I asked them to pray. Yes, we prayed. I did prayers for them in terms of deliverance, because I'm in the deliverance ministry and the Lord has empowered me to bless men, to bless women who are single or people who are looking for marriages. It is my calling already, because I know plenty of couples that I have prayed for and they have become married or they have received a relationship. A particular woman said to me, for 8 good years, Pastor Cynthia, as I'm popularly known, Pastor Cynthia, I have not seen a man chat me up. And this lady is in her early 40s. She said for good 8 years, no man have said, hello, how are you? And she was depressed about it. She was worried about it. And I prayed for her, and lo and behold, the prayer worked. But what did I tell her? I said, change your mode of dressing. Dress a little bit more simpler. Don't complicate your dressing by wearing things that are too bogus, too big. Sometimes you need to wear something that will make you look a little bit younger. Maybe the men are looking at you as an old lady. Well, at 40 something, what do I expect? A man will look at her and say, oh, this woman, she's tying scarf, she's wearing a bogus agbada, going to the shopping center. Excuse me, agbada means a big dress worn by Africans. She's always in big African dresses going shopping. So I said, change your mode. Lo and behold, the testimony came. She came and told me, oh, Pastor Cynthia, 3 men have come to me and they saw me shopping, and even the taxi driver was chasing me and we were rejoicing. Hey, congratulations, a man has already and finally said hello to you in 8 years. So that is realistic. So number 1, communicating also is very important. If a man is approaching you, how do you approach the man? Do you look down on the man and say, hey, who do you think you're talking to? That can affect perfect love. So, perfect love also in a marriage means being there for one another. Like I said earlier on, have sex regularly, communicate regularly with one another, listening to one another. Do not tell your spouse, oh, shut up. Do not use that word, shut up, to your spouse. Because shut up is very rude. That means you are busy, you don't want to listen. Or even sarcastically. Sarcastically means your husband or your wife is telling you, oh, you are so beautiful and I love you, and you are saying Ilo. Ilo in Igbo language means what love, or what the heck. Excuse my language, what the heck. That means it's not genuine. So that means you are doubting the love of your partner. You are doubting the love of your partner. So do not doubt the love of your partner. Do not use sarcastic words on your partner, because that can be very annoying. So now the last example I'm going to give of a perfect love, which we are going to continue in my next series. Perfect love means kissing your partner on entrance, honey, giving them sweet names, honey, 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 oh, I just came back. Mwah. That goes a long way to ease the stress. Me and my husband for good 25 years, we have not stopped that practice. As soon as he comes in, he must give me a kiss. As soon as I come in, I must give him a kiss. No matter how tired I am, no matter how tired he is. And when he's going out, he gives me a kiss. Even when we have had a hot argument, and I'm lying in bed watching him to see if he's going to practice it. And he has never stopped that practice, even when we have just finished arguing about something. He will come and say, before he leaves. And I put it in practice as well. Before I go out, I do before I come in, when I come in, drop my bag, all I do is That is essential ingredients of a marriage. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.